Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how to accomplish this beginner friendly Instagram baddie slash soft glam slash full coverage everyday makeup routine. And if you want to see how I did that, please continue watching. Alright guys, so we're going to get right into it. First things first, you're going to want to prep your skin. I'm going to be going in with my BOBBI Brown face base moisturizer slash primer. I love this stuff. Lately I've been having really dry skin, so this thing is awesome underneath your makeup. Also, if you have oily skin, you probably want to avoid this because it is very moisturizing. And once I have that rubbed in, I'm going to go with my Milk Hydro Grip Primer, 2 pumps, dab it all over, and then rub that in. And now we're gonna go ahead and apply our foundation. I'm running low, so I gotta go ahead and, open up the bottle. And I just apply that randomly all over my face. And I'm using the Becca Full Coverage Foundation. And then I'm gonna go in with any kind of setting spray. Right now I'm gonna use a MILANI Make It Last. This will help your foundation to last a little bit longer, and I feel like it helps you to blend it out a little bit easier. I prefer to use a brush over a sponge. I feel like brush is more beginner friendly. It's just easier and a lot quicker. So if you're in a rush, I recommend using a brush. Oh, that rhymed. And you want to make sure you also get your neck so that your makeup doesn't look like a mask. So you want to bring your makeup down past your neck and just blend everything out. Yep, make sure you go ahead and get that neck so it can be all one color. All right, so I'm going to go in with an angled eyeshadow brush and my Kat Von D pomade in walnut. And you just want to start by drawing a line underneath your brows. I like to take my arch a little higher than my natural brow. As you can see, I didn't shave the hairs. But yeah, you just want to take it. You can draw your eyebrow in whatever shape you like to draw your eyebrow. This is just how I like to draw mine. I just like to take my arch a little bit above my natural brow. So I basically do outline, and then I would go ahead and fill it in once I get the outline to my liking. And I leave the innermost part blank. I left the front of my brow open, but we're gonna fill that in here in a second. You wanna take a smaller brush, a little bit of lash glue, and what you're gonna do is apply that lash glue to the tip of your brush, and then you're going to use your fingers and press it together. What you're creating is a very tiny, sharp brush head. So it's going to be very sharp. Well, not sharp enough to cut you, but you know what I mean. So that way you can draw little hairs in the front of your brow to give it somewhat more of a natural look. You could even use this to do your entire brow, but I'm too lazy for that. You can see just how skinny that brush is now. Perfect for drawing little hairs. Yeah, just go ahead and dip that into the pomade. I'm just sharpening up the bottom, and then there you see, just use it and make little tick marks, little hairs, until you get your brow to your liking. All right, so I'm just gonna finish up with the marks in the front and then clean up the rest of my brows or shape it as I see fit. The brows usually take me the longest. And my brows never come out the same. Always remind yourself they're sisters, not twins. In this case, these are probably gonna come out like stepsisters, but still sisters nonetheless. And then you wanna go in with another angled brush that you are going to use to conceal. So I go in with 3 different shades. That's just my preference. You can go with 1, you can go with 2. I like to use one that is my actual foundation color, and then one super light for under eye, and then a medium one, kind of mesh it all together. Yeah, so don't use the applicator brush unless you're a professional. This one is for my beginners. You want to take a little bit on the brush, mix it as needed. I like to outline my eyebrow. I don't know why I can't talk. Just a smidgen lighter. I'm gonna go back on a little bit of my complexion, and I feel like it makes it crisper, if that makes any sense, if you see what I'm trying to say here. Sorry, I'm a little bit out of range. There we go. Yeah, so you just want to outline, and I cut off a bit of the end, but you get the picture. I'm sorry, my daughter is on tummy time and she's not happy. So now we are going to do the bottom of the brows. And pretty much the same technique. You just want to put a little bit, less is more. You don't want to put too much product on your brush and then it will bleed into the eyebrow itself. Just enough to conceal and clean up. Yeah, and then you just want to go ahead and drag it down, any excess, and then we're going to blend that out shortly. Repeat. See what I mean? My eyebrows today, they're looking very much like half sisters or even stepsisters, but definitely not twins. Never twins. Okay, we live for a blended family over here. All right, so you want to take a small fluffy brush and just blend that out. First the top and now underneath your eye. And once I have that nice and blended, I'm going to go in with a spoolie brush just to brush out the beginning of the brow a little bit so that it's a little more natural looking. I mean, my brows look far from natural, but you know what I mean. So we're going to take that leftover concealer on the back of our hand and use it as a base for our eyes. I just sprayed some of that Make It Last on the brush, and we're just going to use the brush and go ahead and blend that out. So I'm going to go ahead and apply my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer and some NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Concealer to my under eye and my T-zone and to my chin as well. Some people feel as though you do not need to conceal. However, our face naturally has highlight, so you want to bring some of that dimension back to your face that you took away with your foundation. Now, if you use a sheer foundation versus a full coverage, you probably could skip the highlight step. But since I'm using a full coverage foundation, you definitely want to go in and highlight so that you don't look like a pancake. So I just placed the concealer in those places underneath my eye, and I'm using a small brush to blend that out. You can use a sponge. I'm actually going to go in with a sponge after I finish with the brush, but this is just how I like to do it. I like to go in with the brush first. I sprayed my brush with a little bit of the Can't Stop, not Can't Stop, but the MILANI Make It Last setting spray. And you also want to spray the brush as needed. So I'm just using the brush, dab, 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 back and forth, back and forth. I just like to go back and forth. You can blend out one area at a time. That's just my thing. I like to blend all over at the same time. I don't know why I do that. That's just what I do. And now that I have that blended out somewhat with the brush, I'm going to go in with a blending sponge and damp it with some of that Mario Badescu setting spray and just blend that out further with that sponge. So once again, dab, 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 all over until you have it blended out to your liking. See here, I'm going in with the Can't Stop, Won't Stop concealer from NYX again. Because like I said, I like a really bright under eye, but I just add a little bit more as I go. I add as I need or as I see fit as I'm blending out, because you don't want to add too much product and then realize that, well, you added too much product. It's easier to add than it is to take away. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out, and then I'm going to go back over it with the sponge just to blend out any harsh lines. And once I finish blending, I'm going to go back in with that same brush that I used to apply my foundation to remove any harsh lines like on my nose, and just to help blend that out even further. Because you're not adding any more product to the brush, you're just adding a little, you're just blending it out with whatever's left on the brush. And once again, like I said, my under eye, just applying more as I see fit. Because as you're doing your makeup, sometimes you see a problem and you just, you know, touch it up. And once you have your concealer blended to your liking, I'm going to go ahead and set my under eye using my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte powder. I love this stuff. I live for this stuff. I do not bake my under eyes. I tried it once, never worked. And also I've tried so many setting powders and I always come back to my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. The only downside to this is if you are any darker than me, you will not find a shade. It only goes up to 800, and right now I'm using the 600 underneath my eyes. So L'Oreal, if you come across this video, please make the Pro Matte in a wider range of colors, because I am not the darkest on the spectrum, please. So I just apply that setting powder underneath my eyes and all over to where I applied my highlighter. And next we are going to contour our nose using the Flesh contour stick. I'm just going to use a small brush and basically just draw it on, you know what I mean? You're going to draw it on, and then I'm going to use that brush to kind of like blend it out a little bit. I don't contour my nose. I don't over contour my nose, just ever so slightly on the bridge. Man, look at that nose. So I'm going to take another brush and just blend that out. Just pull it down a little bit just to like blend it out. Now this is a step that you can skip. I don't always contour my nose. I just felt like doing it today. Once your contour is to your liking, I want to go ahead and set my entire face using my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, once again in the color 800 Cocoa. Like I said, the 800 is the darkest shade that it comes in L'Oreal. Like I said, if you're seeing this again, please make it in a deeper shade because I am not the darkest black woman there is out there. But like I said, if you are my shade or lighter, get the stuff. I've recommended it to all my friends and everyone loves it. It will have your makeup looking flawless. Flawless, okay? I love this stuff. If they ever stop making it, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I've bought high-end setting powders, pressed powders, and it just hasn't given me the same look as the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. Now that our face is set, we're going to move back to our eyes. We're going to use that same brush and just blend out any creases that may have happened. And we're going to take a small brush, use the same powder that we use for our highlight to set our eyes. Well, set our brow bone. I like a highlighted brow bone. So just going to go underneath, right underneath the brow. And then also on top of the lid. So now we're going to go in with a fluffier brush, and then we are going to go back in with our L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte in the color Cocoa, the one for I use all over face, and just apply a base of color essentially just to set the rest of the eye. And most of the time whenever I'm doing a neutral look or my everyday look, I will just do these two steps, and that will be my eye makeup along with a wing or maybe just a lash. But today we're going to do a very subtle, very simple eye makeup. Anyone can do it, no extreme blending necessary. And I'm going to go in with my Morphe palette. I've had this one for a very long time. I will leave the number down in the description box, but you can use any neutral eyeshadow palette, and you just want to take 3 different colors, a light, medium, and a dark tone. You want to go ahead and place the lighter color on the inner part of your eye. If it's not perfect, do not worry. You're just going to take that same brush that you used and blend that out. And then you're going to go in with a medium tone of your choosing. Place that on the middle part of your eye. Just dab it on there with the blending brush. See, look at that. It looks blended, but I didn't do much. This is a very, very simple eyeshadow. Nothing crazy. And now for the dark tone, what I do is I just dab it on the outer corner of my eye and then drag it up into the crease. And you want to add a little bit at a time to make blending easy. So just a little tiny bit on the brush and then just drag it up into the crease. And then you just want to keep going until you get the depth that you like, and that is good enough. Look at that, that is so cute. And now we're going to line our waterline with a white eye pencil. You can use a tan one if you prefer. Today I'm going to use white. And next thing, eyeliner. We're going to do a half wing today. So the wing will not come all the way to the front of the, or the middle, or the inner corner. There we go. Zoom in for you guys. So you want to start in the middle of your eyeline, draw a line, and then just decide how high you want that wing to go, and then just, you know, draw it in. Practice makes perfect. Oh, and I've always found that the cheaper eyeliners, cheaper liquid eyeliners work the best for me. And the only way to get good at a wing is to just, you know, practice. Now to give more of a cat eye appearance, I'm just gonna take my eyeliner and go on the inner corner ever so slightly, just the slightest little line. Can't forget the beauty mole. Bam, checking myself out. Oh, look at that girl, she's so cute. And next we're gonna go in mascara. I don't know what just happened. Oh, look, we got a special appearance from Corey. She was probably on the bed tripping. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply my mascara. It doesn't really matter what mascara you use. I was trying out this new one and I absolutely hated it. So I ended up switching back to my Rimmel London, and that's the one with the green cap. I love, 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 love the Rimmel London Lash Accelerator. There it goes. I'm switching it out because that other one was garbage. I don't even know what it was. But it doesn't really matter what mascara you use because I will be applying lashes anyway. But if you're not applying lashes, then you probably care what mascara you use. Don't forget the bottom lashes. You know, a long time ago when I first started wearing makeup, I never used to put mascara on my bottom lashes, and someone was like, why don't you do that? You look weird. I don't know, and now ever since then I do. If I don't put it on, I feel like I look weird. I'm always misplacing something. Oh, next, highlighter. So I'm gonna go in with my MAC highlighter in Gold Deposit, and I put it on that fluffy brush and just kind of dab it all over my face, light little strokes. And once again, like I say, less is more, and you want to put a little bit of product and build it up to what you like. You don't want to put on too much and then you're trying to get rid of it. So just a little bit of time and build it up to the highlight you want or the shimmer that you want. And next I'm gonna go in with another MAC highlighter, and other than Earthly, I think they stopped making this one. I've had it for quite a while, but I think they stopped making this one, and it's like a rose gold color. And then I just apply that on top of it, and I like to use this one on the bridge of my nose and the top of my lip. I just love highlighter. Look at it. It's so beautiful. Like, oh my God. And now what did I forget? Instead of blush, I'm going to be using an orangey kind of eyeshadow. And I just put my blush like all the way across and kind of up, almost like in a wide U. See what I mean? You want to get your nose, you know, you want to look a little bit like Rudolph a little bit. Don't just put your blush on the apple of your cheeks. You want to put it up, you know, to bring your face up like a smile. And I'm adding that highlighter to the top of my lip because I want everybody to look at my lip. And we're gonna go ahead and set our face with our MILANI Make It Last. And then I'm gonna go on top of that with the MORPHE mattifying spray as well. And like I said, guys, everything will be in the description box. So if I said something incorrectly, whatever's in the description box is what the correct term is. And then we are going to move on to the lips. First things first, moisturize them dry ass lips. Okay, and then we're going to use our makeup wipe and just get rid of that highlighter on the lip itself. And I'm going to go in with a dark brown lip pencil. This one's by LA Girl, but the cheaper the better. This is actually a eye pencil that I use as a lip pencil. I use my eye and lip pencils interchangeably. but look at that. That is a beautiful brown. And you just want to go ahead and outline your lip however you like. Sometimes I overdraw my lips. Yes, my lips are already big, but who cares, you know? You know, I just think it's funny how I used to hate my lips, and now I am so in love with them and just how big they are. And it's crazy how society can condition us to hate something about ourselves, and then before you know it, it's a trend. Now everybody and their mama going to go get lip injections, and just look at me. I really used to hate these things on my face. But now we're going to go in with a brown pencil, just a regular brown pencil underneath that dark brown. We're going for like an ombre nude lip here. And then I want to take one of my concealer sticks in another brown, like a lighter brown shade, just to blend that out so we don't have a dark line. And now I'm adding lip gloss by MILANI, and I believe that that one is in the color I don't know, it'll be in the description. Both of those lip glosses were by MILANI though, and this top gloss is, I don't even know, it's not even on there anymore, so I don't know, any cheap gloss will work. And this is the final look. I went ahead and added some lashes, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to like, comment, and or subscribe. See y'all in the next video.